Yeah.
We're worried about an earthquake. You ought to be worried about the earthquake in this earth. You ought to be worried about what God is doing in this earth. Instead, you're worried about the terrestrial things. You ought to be worried about extraterrestrial things. You ought to be worried about heavenly things. Instead of what's going on right here, right now, you ought to be worried about what's going on in your spirit. What do you rate it? A 6.6 again, or is it a 6.4?
Holy Ghost.
But it's getting scared. I thought you were running up because you were feeling the Holy Ghost. Or running up because there was an earthquake trying to run out the door.
Whoa.
Do you know you're safest in this house? I'm under God's covering right here. Amen. The priesthood is a call to enter upon the work of Christ.
Amen.
But you got to know what God's heart is. And I'm going to ask the question again. Do we know what God's heart is? Young people, do we know what God's heart is? God's heart is people. God's heart is humanity. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever should believe in him, it's that whosoever that God is after.
Praise the Lord.
It's that whosoever. That's where God's heart is.
Hallelujah, Jesus.
There's room for you.
Amen.
Hallelujah.
There's room for me.
Yes.
And there's room for everybody.
Praise the Lord. Hallelujah.
God has need of all of us. And you have been called, you have been chosen, and you are the royal priesthood.
Amen.
Only some of you believe it. That's okay.
Oh, hallelujah, Jesus.
But God continues to call able people to serve him. He doesn't call able people to serve him according to man's standards. He calls able people to serve him according to what he needs, according to his purpose and his heart and his desire. And sometimes the biggest critic is ourselves. We judge ourselves, disqualifying ourselves. Like when God told me, you're going to preach there one day. Who are you? I told myself, who are you? And I was still learning. But I shouldn't have been asking myself who I was. The question I should have asked myself was, whose are you?
Amen.
And I am a child of God.
Hallelujah.
You are a child of God. So don't disqualify yourself. God says, I've called you with purpose.
Hallelujah.
I've called you with gifts and anointing. Amen?
Amen.
But the problem isn't that there is a lack of people. The problem is that there is a lack of chosen people. The world is filled with people. But there is a lack of chosen people. The very people that would stand up and say, as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. How many know that the Spirit is truly willing?
Amen.
But this flesh is weak. This flesh is susceptible to the world. Young people face many things today. We're inundated when we watch TV. I know we're not supposed to watch TV, right? We got shows on how to get away with murder. We got shows on TV teaching us to worship American idols. Amen?
Amen.
The only good shows out there are cooking shows. Those are the shows we need to be watching. You can feed God's people, of course. Amen. But God is still looking for able people to serve Him. People who will put on the full armor of God, take up the sword of the Spirit, and engage in spiritual warfare. God is calling able men and women to the front lines. His chosen people. The ones